appearances in total, 11 times in the league. They haven't actually bought him to Kaizer Chiefs, although they couldn't register him because there's a transfer ban that was in effect whilst Gavin Hunt was coach at Amakhosi.
Believe it or not, David Maboe is one of those players that he would have signed for Kaizer Chiefs then, but once again that ban denied him the opportunity to have them in the field of play. I like what Maboe and Maboe are doing. Controlling that midfield with beautiful passes. They're the 2 6s. Obviously, we know naturally they are more offensive, given the opportunity to go forward. But in this game today, because they're both very offensive, so they are sticking together to provide a bit of resistance in the middle.
Both such excellent technicians. Because Billy Ngobo hasn't really got much of a look in. He played against Marumo Gallants, the 1-0 win where Lilepo was on the ball now, was the man to score. But that's the only game in Chiefs' last 8 that he's actually featured in. It's good to see him playing. Lilepo scored one of the earliest goals ever in this particular tie. It was last season away from home.
He should have done better. He should have done better, Lilepo. He should have realized that Silva was spraying offside at the time.
4th minute goal that Lilepo scored in what was their second league meeting of last season. Kaizer Chiefs did do the double over Stellenbosch, having beaten them here at home as well. Coming from behind, Nikolwane scoring the opening goal in that particular game, and Swendile Duba getting a brace. 2 minutes. He's on the bench today, Duba, as Silva goes in pursuit and does get there. Easy for Steve.
My story, the game is for Chiefs, it'll be a game of speed. The 2 white players in Lilepo and Dupree are all very quick. But now, you want to see what happens when that ball is pinged into the box. You wanted Da Silva, who's always in the box, but this time then he makes those runs a little bit wide. But it means then Lilepo will have to be very clever in adding a bit of a run, a bit more central.
Stevens looking for Mdaka. Cut out by Solomons. Lilepo. More ball. Just a little too strong for Silva. Almost ran all the way through for actually Dupree. Cut out nicely by Chislett. Chislett, 27-year-old, who does have a goal in him. He scored 40 goals during his time in England, various competitions. Managed 4 last season for Vale in League 2. He's actually starting for the first time in almost a year. Last start was for Port Vale in March of 2025 against Colchester. Fans have been very excited to see him finally get onto the park. Duck. There's the ball here to Tiani. That's a lovely ball into the box from Tiani. What about Stellenbosch this season is that they have played more balls directly into the box than any other side. That's long balls, passes, crosses, etc. Just under 700. So tells you a lot about their game as Lilepo drills towards goal with his left foot.
Once again, he needed to be better in looking at his angle. His left is not his strongest, so it's not going to trouble the goalkeeper. But then look across. Dupree was pretty much available, making a run into the box. Maybe a roll of the ball into his run would have done the trick better.
free kick.
So explosive, so dynamic. When he's on the ball, it's hard to take it away from him, but also his aggression going forward, something that has really excited me each and every time I see him run.
Clear foul from Lilepo. Kaizer Chiefs have actually committed the fewest fouls in the entire Betway Premiership this season. And coming up against the Stellenbosch side, who've committed the third most. Peel. Over Kunz's cross. Kaiser's ball cut out by Devon Titus. Justa. Cupido. Cleverly knocked down for Titus. It's a poor touch from Tia.
It's a good turn.
Now Silva has stayed onside here. Silva using his strength, seeking to stroke it. Home. But, Stellenbosch were able to get defenders back, and Stellenbosch position himself well on the line.
The question is for me, didn't have the moment to squeeze that ball past the goalkeeper. I know the defenders were filing on the one